We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, people acolytes, we take a look at this. Our ceremonial sauce comes courtesy of Roger Debs of Burn Your Tongue, cleverly not so hidden in the Quilted Bear in the Newgate Mall in Ogden, Utah. We raise our flames to Roger. The hallowed shelves of Burn Your Tongue now hold over 700 sauces, making Burn Your Tongue one of the largest sauce purveyors anywhere. If you're a chili head, you must make the pilgrimage. You can also find Roger on Facebook at the link in the description below. And what this is from HAB sauce, it is the pineapple habanero, and of course HAB is the sauce company is named after the habanero. I believe that pepper is in every single one of their sauces. There will be more of these coming down the pipeline as I get to them. They have some of the more interesting artwork, really, really nice graphics on every one of the bottles. A couple of my favorites will be coming up. This one, I don't understand what this is. It almost looks like some sort of alien maybe, or something possibly. Let's take a look here at the old ingredient panel here. We have pineapple, vinegar, habaneros, garlic, water, lime, and salt. And as I'm able to get more agitation to this, it has definitely taken on a lot more of the pineapple overtones. So it's kind of like a pineapple puree sort of a way going about this. The garlic does show up fairly readily as well. The early parts had a lot more lime, which I didn't like as much. I'm not a big lime fan at all, but definitely not in sauces. Now it's really settled in. It's become quite a good representation of pineapple with a habanero back end to it. A little bit of salt, a little bit of garlic also reading through. So, see, I put too much in there, but it's this nice sort of golden yellow color from the pineapples. I don't know which habaneros are in here, but clearly there's a majority of pineapple. And let's just get on into it. The garlic really reads through quite a bit in there. It has a decent amount of punchiness too. It's not really crazy hot. Just enough to kind of let you know it's there. The choosing to go with the puree, sort of pineapple puree thing is, I think, an interesting approach. You can make it into drinks if you want to. With this, you could have a little bit of fun with a pina colada type drink. And I've done something similar on other videos where I've done pineapple habanero. I won't be repeating that today. But I'm of two minds of that. I think it gets a bit runny when you choose to go this way. Definitely, I guess, more of a natural approach to things. But when it gets a little bit runnier, of course, that does sort of influence how well it's going to stick to food. And it does that to a degree here as well. But it's a very, very nice sauce. This is the first thing I've tried from HAB. The first of probably a few different sauces, like I said, we have coming down the pipeline. And like they've been on my radar as soon as I discovered that Roger at Burn Your Tongue had them on his shelf. So it just so happened that I needed a fruit-based sauce, and that's why this one got chosen first. So we're gonna have it on this. So what this is actually the Screamin Sicilian. What do they call this? Mother of meat. And what I did was I cut up some very nice. When I see Fresnos, I can't help myself. I bought a bunch of them, and there's a recipe that I made. I did another recipe video that will be coming summer solstice 2024 if you guys want to check that out. But I I didn't bother. Well, here's a funny story with that. So I didn't bother to find out how hot the Fresnos were. I just had done a challenge prior to that, and I was going to film right after that just the making of this recipe. And instead, I had really intense cramping for a few hours, so it took me quite a while to do that. And then I only wound up cutting one in there. So I had some extra ones. But they're fantastic. Just I love Fresnos. They never have them on the shelf as much as I want. So yeah, forget that. So kind of it's a thing where if I see them, I grab them and then I figure out a way to put them into stuff. I've never had it on pizza before. Interesting. The pizza's done, but the middle feels kind of cool, oddly enough. I don't usually get Screamin Sicilian tomatoes, just the way that it goes. It is so lovely the way that it interacts with those Fresnos. That's a delight right there. This crust is shattering. I like pineapple on pizza generally, as long as there's a white or a barbecue sauce. Sorry, as long as there's a red or a barbecue sauce. If there's a white sauce, no. But as long as there's not a white sauce, it's pretty good. I will say that their sausage is actually, I don't usually like sausage on pizzas. Theirs is not bad.
That's good.
I think I'm impressed a little bit more with the Fresnos than anything else. Look at this. It's like it's shattered. How did this happen?
That's so weird.
Guess I need to trim this beard. Mustache. Alright, well, hell. Possibly the sauce has cooled down the pizza a little bit as well.
Interesting.
So we're not even with the, I mean, Fresnos don't deliver a whole ton of heat, but even with those in play, I mean, it's a really low level. Yeah. Wow. Huh.
Yeah.
All right, well, the pizza I think was pretty okay-ish. I don't think I've ever have I? I don't know, maybe I have. I might even have had one of videos in the past. It seems beyond my memory at the moment, but I mean, yeah, this is a good solid approach to the pineapple habanero style. Nothing mind-blowing, nothing earth-shattering going on here, which is fine. We don't need every, single sauce that someone makes just to be this crazy, out-of-the-wall, inventive thing. I think that sometimes I say it that sauces are more interesting than good. Sometimes that's not the case here. It's just, this is a fairly straightforward take on a pretty established sauce type. And yeah, I'd say it's pretty serviceable. It's if you're not familiar with this, somehow this is actually a really good starting place. As long as you want it to be not super sweet, but heavily focused on like the pineapple puree part of things. Heat's fairly low, so it's pretty accessible. Certainly, you could do much, much, much worse than this. I think there are maybe, it's hard to say better ones, but definitely a little bit more suited to my taste, I think. Other ones I like better. But yeah, I would definitely put this in the, certainly the upper levels of entries into the pineapple habanero. And I'm kind of excited to try the other ones I've got coming from HAB. So we'll just leave it off right there. So this was the HAB sauce, pineapple habanero hot sauce. Now go forward in peace to serve the flame.